I know it might seem a bit harsh, but I'm teaching my son a little bit about YouTube, and I know a lot of people could say this about my videos, but we're off to see a plane wreck, and the weather, although terrible, it's better than what it was a couple of hours ago, because I was going to set off a good few hours ago. As you can see, there's snow on them there hills, and although I've got my walking shoes stroke trainers on, I will be putting my walking boots on. You might be able to see a reservoir in the bottom. If you can't see it now, you'll see it in a couple of minutes. But yeah, welcome to wet and windy Yorkshire, and I hope the camera isn't bouncing around too much. Probably is, because now he's put both his hands on the phone. There you go, one reservoir in front here as we come round the corner. And not surprisingly, it's full. Yeah, I don't mind coming down this road. Coming back up it on the way back is going to be a nightmare. I can see there's another car coming, so I will wait. I knew I wouldn't have had time to get to the corner. And nice car park there.
In 200 yards, turn right onto Fieldhead Lane.
I guess we'd not switch the sat nav off.
I didn't turn it off.
Not properly. Right.
Take the next right onto Fieldhead Lane.
So, as you can guess, we're going over Fieldhead Lane. And we're coming from...
Continue for 6 miles.
I intend to. Oh, the road looks nice and flooded. Yeah, you think they put some drains into reservoir from here. Let's have a bit of a play. Had to be done. There's a car park at this side, and the reason why there's a car park at either side, you can walk around the rest, and no offence, we're going to be getting wet enough. I'm not going to be walking around the rest as well, although depending on how much my son's... oh, it's a tree down, yay, right, normal. So there we go. I'm going to bring you back shortly, because when we start going down the hill at the other side, which is in about 10 miles time, hopefully by that time we'll have got the camera set up a bit better. What I'm wanting to do, we've got a print out of where we're going. Yes, I know, I'm organised for once. And we're just going to
mile/h in the golf.
No, I do about the same in the golf. I just wish my golf weren't so expensive to run.
Yeah. Blimey, eh? Look at
It's
the
alright,
drop.
this van's coming up behind me and I don't think he's got a clue because he's getting far too close. Yeah, I know we live in Yorkshire, which is in England. Highest summit roads that there is this. And now we're entering Derbyshire. But I will say this. The Tour de France, I did say that word right, France, came up this road. It's alright, I've got an idiot behind me who's sort of like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I've not got power steering, I can feel everything. Might sound like slush, but it's slush and there's ice underneath it. Just bear with me. There's a car park down here. I'm going to attempt to pull into it. Pure and simply for the reason to get this idiot off my backside. Because I'm driving quicker than I should down here. Again, I'm doing 25. The reason why there's a car park here, in fact, it's feeling a little bit better, so I'll go past this car park. But this car park is for when it snows. We can turn vehicles round and send them back down the hill, which is just as crazy. If anybody's ever flown into Manchester, you fly over this area and I will also say that part of the reason why this plane crashed, which is an assumption, there was a beacon at a place called Oldham that's kind of north from where we are. Well, from the I say north. It's further north, horizontal, yeah. But it's not strictly north. But from where the crash site is to where the beacon at Oldham is, it's kind of northwest on a map, and it looks, thinking that they've come from Lincolnshire, they've been following the beacon at Oldham. Now the beacon was just a beep, it didn't give you any, I mean this is late 40s, early 50s, I think it was late 40s this crash, so it's not going to give you any altitude information, I wouldn't have thought. A lot of the American World War II pilots, which in the 1980s I had a good chance to speak to a lot of them, well, I say a lot of them, not a lot of them, are in a place where there were a few of them. We were at Duxford Air Museum, and none of them could tell you where Manchester was or Manchester Airport, but they could tell you where Oldham was because of the beacon. And again, they could only tell you on a map where Oldham was. Right, picking my speed up because it's quite a steep bit of road. But we've actually come down Hidden digs, you're not joking. Whoa! Steady away, boys, steady away. That's...
Harry. I won't go down that in the car.
I'm not coming back this way.
Because that almost stopped you dead in your tracks.
If I'd have been in the car,
Yeah.
I would have killed the car. But at the same time, if you go too slow in a car, what you can end up doing is not pushing anything away and the engine will suck it straight up.
Yeah.
But I would have probably bent the front of the car if I were in the car then.
But because you're sat higher up in the cab, it's not going to do all, unless you're sitting in it.
Right, my favourite horriblest junction. There's only 2 other junctions I hate more than this. Because the visibility is horrendous. Normally, if it had been summer, well, I hope you can hear me. I've got my headphone socket in, and as you can see, it's pretty wild out here. I can't see us going as far as we would like, but this is going to sound balmy. I've got 8 layers on, yeah, which is fine. Forgot to bring my bloody gloves. I'm just going to spin round. Whoa-hey! But yeah, I really hope you can hear this wind. It is amazing, this wind. Amazingly bad, but at the same time amazing for being what it is. Oh, because we're above a town called Glossop that's in Derbyshire. Yes, I'm in a different county today, but we've only come about an hour's drive away from where we live. And just for a point of reference, the Pennine Way. That's where we are. This is welcome to the High Peaks. I can't see us going so far in this. Admittedly, when I looked on the map, I was under the impression that it'd be quite rough terrain, and as you can see, we've got a nice footpath, but to get to the plane wreck we have to go off the footpath. And if you go back to when we were on the road a moment ago, there was a bus stop either way. You think, why is there a bus stop up here? Now this is the reason. So you can catch a bus up here and then see how far you can walk. Oh. I'm joking now with my son. I was going to turn around and say to him, Brandon, why did you talk me into this? No, it's my fault. I take full responsibility. But we were going to come and do this Monday, but time got away from us. And again, I'm just going to turn the camera to the side. That's moorland. Right, you can see all the ice and snow and everything else. And again, if we were walking on there without the aid of a path, it'd be a nightmare. But there's obviously been a bird walking on this path because their footprints in the snow. Somebody's planted Christmas trees over there. They're only small ones, but you just think Christmas trees on a moorland? That's just wrong. Well, they'll grow well. And again, not only will they grow well, yeah, moorland takes, for it to break down and create the soil structure that it is, it takes hundreds of years. But moorlands are brilliant because they trap all the water and release them slowly over time. It's a bit like, although I wouldn't want to drink the water, it's a bit like we're in Derbyshire, and another place in Derbyshire is called Buxton, and they have spring water, and from the time it hits the moorland up here and soaks into the ground and goes through the rock, you're talking, again, a hell of a long time, probably 3 times the length of my lifetime, if not longer, at the minimum. Whoa! Do you know what? I'm going to turn around and see how far we've gone. Can't even see the road now. We've been walking less than 5 minutes. I think I'm just going to see what this sign says here and then turn back for today and come back in the summer. Yeah, it's just another sign saying Pennine Way. Because that's what we've got going straight forward. And that's another footpath there.
Bridle way.
Bridle way. Oh. Hey, working on the theory that that's a bridle way, and working on the theory that we're on the Pennine Way. Don't get me wrong, I know there's hundreds of bridle ways around here, but I know that one of them, when Queen Victoria, was coming back down from Scotland, she ended up on one of the bridle ways up here. And if you can imagine trying to pull a horse-drawn carriage across this lot on bridle ways, yeah. Right, I don't know about you, B, but how cold are you? Right, I think I'm going to call it a day, but thank you very much anyway. I'll show a side view and all. Yeah.
It's leaking out the walls.
Sympathy for those down in the bottom of the valley.
Yeah.
Hi guys, just wanted to say me and my son had a good day out today. Sorry we didn't get to see the plane wreck. However, we have got plans when the weather's better to go back and see what's up there. From what I can gather, we weren't that far away. I mean, yes, we do walk quick, but we weren't that far away. We'd gone a third of the way, should I say, but time-wise, we weren't that far away. So, watch this space, because I do want to bring you more info on the plane that's overexposed, and that's what it was called. We do know that 13 people died. We do know that in the 70s that the pilot's wedding ring was found and was returned back to the family. We know a lot more than that, but right now we don't want to say any more than that because we want to put it on the next video coming out on this. So thank you very much guys, good to see you, and TTFN.